Well, today definitely got something I'm actually very excited about. So a company called Hykolity, they I hope I'm saying that correctly, but they basically do lights, LED lights, I think for the most part. Maybe some other stuff that I saw on the website, but mainly it's LED lights. And they reached out to us. Now, I don't know if it was by coincidence when I did the first video on this barn, I was saying it's really dark in here, but they reached out and they said they'd like to send us a handful of lights and see what our review would be on them. And Ferdy put the lights in, which you will see in the I'm gonna do the review in the first couple minutes of this video, and then the rest of the video will be Ferdy installing them, and maybe a little bit of other stuff going on in the barn at that day or two that he was doing it. But I'll do the review right now in the first couple minutes, now that they've been in for 2-3 days. And I'll let you know how we like them. So when they reached out, they gave us kind of a plan on how they wanted the lights installed for the amount that they were sending us. They sent us 12 lights. Light's so dang bright, the camera is not gonna pick me up. So they had like where they kind of wanted them laid out, and we kind of had to change it a little bit just because you have obstructions in the way. The way they wanted it would have been if it was a nice open square, but we made it work and it worked out very good anyways. I forget about how bright that light is. So the only thing we changed was, well, Ferdy changed was in the center. I'll walk down there. We left the old strip lights for now because we wanted to use up our old light tubes from the housings we took out. And we would, if we did in there, we would have to actually have one extra light than they sent us. So he used the light in the crosswalk down there, and it all worked out for the best. So Ferdy put these in. He was very happy with the installing process because these lights, I need to just unplug one so I can show you. These lights came ready with an outlet. Here, now that I got that unplugged, I'm gonna crawl up this gate and we'll take it. Oh, I can't take this down. Well, we'll just do it up here. So they come with a hook. Ferdy just put a screw in, and these lights are 120 volt, 270 volt, 77 volt. That's what the brochure said. So it can do your 240 volts that you have in other places. Like those center lights in here are plumbed to 240 volts because it comes with the parlor. The rest were 120. So these lights would work perfect everywhere. So you just have to, I believe, open this little cap right here, and you can adjust that how you need. These lights have extra little wires. It's for the dimming, because these lights can be dimmed, and you can adjust from 4,000 K to 5,000 K CCT. Now I'm not 100% sure what that means on lights, but someone that's looking for lights probably knows what that means better than me. But you can make them look the cold light look or the warm light look, whichever one you want. And because it comes already pre-made with the plug-in, that's waterproof, except for the part that you plug in. But normally you would just put a different, you put a little box on there so that way water can't get in there, which we'll probably end up doing at some point. But installing, you couldn't have asked for it to be easier. We like how it turned out. It completely changed this entire milking parlor and holding area look, because before you couldn't even see the back in here. So yeah, it is the Apex series LED high bay lights. So it has a dimming option. It says it comes with a 5-year warranty. Default settings is 150 watt to 5,000 K to 250 watt to 5,000 K. So that's what it's in the 150 right now. And it has a 120 degree angle, so the way the light shines from it, and 100,000 hours life expectancy. So honestly, very good quality lights. We'll see how they stand up in the parlor, because these are gonna have to live through the manure, because there's gonna be manure flung onto them, because you can see it's on the ceiling. It just happens with cows. But I think it would be a good durability test for them. And for the last 3 days, the milkers are very happy because it's brighter. And with the way these came out, we'll 100% be putting a couple more in right there. Ferdy also didn't want to go through the work of taking that out right now, because we're very short on time with field work, and to rip those out right there, it's a lot more extra work than he had here. But it honestly turned out really good. It did exactly what we wanted, and I'm very happy with their products. So he put one right here, that way the walkway is good. But I think Ferdy will show you that later in the video. I can't actually say a bad thing about the lights. I asked Ferdy too, and he didn't have anything negative either to say. So I honestly got to give it just, they're good lights. Like, there's nothing bad to say, which is a good thing. Now, we'll see how the life expectancy is, but it says 100,000 hours of shining, so should be good. Very, very impressed so far, and I gotta say thank you to Hykolity for sending them out to me. We are going to have a 6% discount code in the description, and the link to these lights will also be in the description, and you guys gotta check it out if you're interested. We'll definitely probably be getting more because they're really good lights. So thank you, and we'll switch over to Ferdy.
And what we're doing today is changing out some lights, because the lights in the parlor are quite shitty. So before there's two lights there, 2 lights here, and you can see that there's just some LEDs that work still, and I've tried to just replace them, but you need the special LED strip bar that they have there, and can't really find them very well. So changing them out, and luckily company reached out to Andreas. I think they're called Hykolity. Right there, that's the name of the company, and we're putting in right there, and we're just gonna go through them a little bit. They all have a extension cord plug-in already built in. You can change the brightness of the lights, and they're 120 or 277 volts. So should be pretty easy to install these. I just have to run a new conduit down with an outlet for these lights, and they also gave me kind of a schematic of how they wanted the lights to be set up in here. It's going to be a little bit different, not a whole lot, because I do want to kind of leave the center one because when it's dark out, it's dark in here.
Dark in here?
Yes, and we're going to change that, right?
Change that?
Yes.
That one light?
With that light right there. Is that great?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you? Help you.
You're going to help me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we got the pro on the job? Oh yeah.
Ladder too.
With the ladder? So you're going to help. That's good.
Yes.
You're going to stay here the whole time?
These minutes.
That's 5 minutes. I get 5 minutes of help out of you?
Yes.
Whoa. That's good.
Help you.
Okay. That many minutes. All right, guys, you heard it. I better hurry then. So the lights that are still good, I'm just gonna throw in here for now, and try to keep them working. That one over there, I'm gonna switch out, put one here, and there's gonna be 9 lights here, And the last light I'm actually gonna put in right in this hallway so it's not dark. So I'm gonna use all the lights, just a little bit different than what they had, but not a whole lot. But they said we could change it if we wanted to, because I think having a light between the parlor and the barn would be more beneficial. So that's the plan here. Okay, so obviously you see that Henry is not here anymore. He gave me his 5 minutes, which was short-lived also because Alex was leaving. So I'm by myself again. Yeah, so right here, that's where the power comes down for these lights right here. Took them out. So what we're gonna do is run a conduit down, and we're also gonna run it to about here, because they wanted them spaced every 20 feet. So we're gonna try to do that. And then we're gonna kind of run it down in the same spot. And then the extension is about 6 feet. So we're gonna come over as far as we can here, run a light down the middle, well down, not the middle, down the left side. Here, this one here is gonna get plugged in, and it's gonna be like kind of right in here, which is the middle. This parlor is actually kind of offset a little bit because there is a, this side's a little bit wider than that side. So everything is kind of shifted over. So it doesn't look like it's in the middle, but it pretty much is. That center post is the middle. So we're gonna try to keep that the same. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here because there's the conduit comes down, and we're gonna run it that way over. And this one's gonna be kind of right here. I wanna kind of have it looking the same as that side, so it'll be all about the same. And then in the end, off of where the conduit stops here, we will be running a conduit out with an outlet. That way right here I can have one light as well. That way this kind of gets shined up, and because you got the steps right here, and that way the cows can see it a little better too. Alright, so it's a bit hard to record while doing this by myself, so it's a small update. Ran the first string down, so box that comes down, and then it just goes to the left and right. There's gonna be a box right there. Got one here, one on the end, and we're just gonna do a 90 out of that box and go straight out, and it'll be pretty much where we want. It won't be, I mean, the box doesn't have to be dead center, but we can have the light in the center after. But looks pretty decent to me. And now we're just gonna we're gonna have the light swung out that way, one in the middle. After we'll have to do that there. We are kind of in a time crunch, obviously, because they start milking in the afternoon, and I can't really be working in here, so I want to at least get 6 of these lights in right now, and then I can work on the kind of the front ones when they're milking, and maybe in the smaller groups I can kind of do some more while they're here. And we'll try to get it all done today, but not sure how that's going to work. And obviously I have to have lights on when they're milking, so it's not going to be as easy, but we'll do what we can here. Alright, so I got everything, got the wire pulled through. I got all 3 of them connected. The only thing I had the cover for that, just gonna wait to put that on. Next thing I gotta do is these hooks right here. I just gotta screw them in. I'm just gonna screw them into the rafter. So it'll probably be like that one over there, just so it has a good place to screw it into. And then let me get this thing down. Oh boy, I'll get it down in a second. There's just a clip. You can see that it's gonna lock into this right here, and that's just how it's gonna hang there. Yeah, that's how. And then we just gotta plug it in, turn it on, and it'll work. Okay. So now if I put a second person here, this would be much easier, but I don't. So we're just gonna do this by myself. Alright. Just gotta see how far it comes over with it. That's all I'm doing right now. So, I'll go right to there. So, mark it. There. I have a drill bit, so I got a big line I'm using just to kind of start the hole. They have to do the relief milking today, so they're going to be excited to know that I'm in their way. We'll just put a hanger right there, like that. Button it to there. Should be good. So just these right here. 3/8 cable clamps, so just so that wire doesn't dangle. Kind of would look like shit. Okay. There. Okay. So that's 1 out of 12 done. Alright, keep going. I got four of them in. Looks a lot better than it did. We got Marcus here, Garrett, Taylor. We gotta clean this mess up because we are gonna start milking some cows. I will work on these. I gotta take these out. There's a longer ladder outside, and I'm gonna try to replace a couple of these here in the middle to brighten it up as well. And yeah, but it does look a lot better already. I'm gonna put the little clips in to pull the cable up, the wire up, but that's it for this. All right, so I just got done changing as many light bulbs as I could on the top. We got Taylor here. He's Caterpillar's next big thing, next big technician. So, and part-time milker, so he's very versatile. I think I got there. Gerhardt's here back. He just got the second group. Marcus is out here cleaning the crosswalks and pulling down any manure. This pen just got milked, and Garrett brought in the next one here. So, getting all the poop, Marcus? The Alice grippers. We've had a little bit of trouble with it. We had to take this one off and weld it. They are used, obviously, and someday we'll switch the sleds out, but not today. But they work pretty good here. It's been windy, so keeping the doors closed. Okay, come on, girl. We gotta close this up. That way, the group that's in there right now. Yeah, these have to go in here. Yeah. That noise you hear in the background is a chain tightener for the Alice gripper motor. Just there's a piece of nylon rubber that is part of the tightener that goes on the chain, and it just kind of flops up and down. over the chain. That cow is in heat when they ride like that. So we gotta get her number, and then she's gotta get artificially bred. So we're trying to work around the cows. They're just loading another setup. Come on, girls. Hey, come on. Get in there. They've gotten a lot better. Obviously, we got stuff going on, so. Right. We did have a bunch of lights, but I don't know, the way they set it up was a bit weird here. They had the power coming down, and then they had it all connected inside the box, and the power coming back out. That went to this section here, and now obviously I don't have any lights there. I am obviously turning it off when I'm working on it, not getting electrocuted. Just right now, that way they have lights where they're working, so I'm just trying to do what I can without interfering them too much. But, yeah. Have an update. I got these two out here for now. They're still milking, they got the final herd. So I did realize that, so I tried to put it directly in the center, you know, just so it looks a little better. But realized like those two I had first, and I realized that the roller for the crowd gate, it'll hit that light there. So what I did for like this one here, I moved it over to the outside of the tube, and I'll move the other two outside as well, just so they kind of look the same. So I get that done. I got that light over there on as well. That's in front of the cows. After, I just gotta take these two down, run a conduit like I did there down to here, connect these three lights, but for I think right now I'm gonna run a 90 out here, run it that way, and we'll see the difference here. Maybe Andreas can use this as like a comparison shot on the cover. So we got that light in here. It is much better. I'm gonna just stand over here, same place, so maybe kind of looks like we're in the same spot. That is much better. So at least now cows have a good sight of where they gotta go when they walk up those steps. So it does look a lot better. I gotta do this side still, but yeah. All right, so it's the next day, and we are just finishing up this electrical. These lights, I got 4 lights left, 3 here, and that one right there. And then we're done with this job. I just wanted to kind of get it wrapped up. It is Sunday. We're not spreading today. It's supposed to rain in the afternoon, and we had a couple things to do. I know Garrett is actually here with Taylor and his brother Oliver, I think, yeah. And they're actually trimming some cows. So once I get done with this, I'll just go in there and watch him for a minute. You guys can watch him trim a cow or two. But yeah, so this time it's going a lot faster. Didn't take me very. It's easier when you already did it once and you know exactly what you gotta do for the next one. So this one should get wrapped up pretty quick. I just gotta push the wire through, wire those couple up, and extend it over a couple feet, and this one should be done. Alrighty, so I just finished this all up. Got those 3 lights in. So now there's 9 lights here. I'm gonna put a light right there, 1 right there. That should be it. Well, that one's already in there, but I just gotta do this one after. But I am late for lunch. I'm gonna turn this thing on just so you guys can kind of see the difference. It's getting a little darker. It's also gonna rain soon, but that's what it looks like. way better. That is very bright, so I like it. Hopefully you guys like the video. I just gotta clean up because they are gonna start milking soon, and I don't want to be in their way. So I think it came out good. I do like how this is closer. You don't see the wires as much, so not sure if I want to just run a conduit straight down where the lights are supposed to be. That way it looks better. That probably would be the better way to do it. I just kind of didn't want to waste material, but I'll figure that out. I'll talk to everyone and see what they want. But yeah, that's it for this project. Hopefully you like it, and there will be a link with a promotion for these lights in the link below. And this is what the light is. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and thanks for the lights.